G'day peeps, Ben Fewtrell here from on3legs.com. In this video we're going to take a look at the Benro Travel Angel. This one's the model C0691 carbon fibre Travel Angel tripod. So there are times when you probably don't want to lug a great big tripod around and you're looking for something that's a little lighter and a little more compact. Voila, the Benro Travel Angel. You know, it's got a lot of plus sizes, a lot of plus sides, but it's also got a lot of negatives as well, and I guess that's going to be the same with any tripod. My Really Right stuff, if you've seen my videos and reviews on that, I love. But yeah, it's big and it's bulky. This one here, when it's packed up, is tiny. You know, I can put this into just about any backpack, anywhere, anytime, and that's the size that it packs down to. It's tiny. I could even hang that off my belt loop if I wanted to, which I have done in the past with a carabiner. It goes into or onto the backpack for my camera very, very simply. And whilst it's not the sturdiest tripod in the world, a tripod that's you know, a little bit flimsy is better than no tripod at all. Now, having said that it's flimsy, it's not completely terrible flimsy wise, but it's certainly no match for something like the Really Right stuff. The first problem that it's got is the amount of extensions it's got. So you can see there that there's 5 segments to the legs, and what that means is that it doesn't have a lot of strength to it. It is quite flimsy when they're all out. And I'll put them all out and I'll show you what I mean. It does become a little bit flimsy. But once again, if you're not too demanding on your equipment or you haven't got a great big lens on your camera, this tripod's going to do the job. You can see it will move around, but it's not as bad as some, you know. It's certainly going to be better than having no tripod at all. The total height with that put up is around about, you know, my eye level. I'm 5'8", or in the new money it's 172, 173 centimetres tall. But you can see though that shakes around a fair bit, so unless it was completely still and I was using a remote shutter release, it would be very unlikely that I'd use that tripod up like that. Comes with an Arcus Swiss fitting that you can't complain about. It's quite a good fitting. The ball head itself has a panning function and the ball can be moved around any way that you like. It's very simple to use, like any of these with these quick releases. You know, you can go down nice and low as well. Really can't go down much lower than the height of the centre pole, which is why I have a pet hate for tripods with a centre pole. And I'll show you how low we can go with this one. As you can see, that's with the centre pole where it is. As soon as I sort of go down to the next level, it's not going to want to do it because of that centre pole. And so that centre pole's starting to hit already. Okay, so which means I've got to start raising that up, which really defeats the whole purpose of having a tripod that's down low. You know, because it just becomes a big wonky thing that's not going to be any good for anything. It does have quite a good benefit though, that I found. You know, and when I first bought it, I thought, geez, that's a bit of a gimmick. But check this out. I can unscrew one of the legs, and it's the one with the padding on it, and all of a sudden I have a monopod. Now that, my friends, is pretty handy. I think you'll agree. I was pretty impressed. And so you can put the whole head fitting onto there. There's just a little setting, Allen key in there to take that off and put the head on, and then you've got a monopod. But what I did find myself doing with this when I was hiking is I get it out as a hiking stick. How good is that? You know, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good as a hiking stick. So if you're out hiking in the bush, taking photos, doubles up nicely as a hiking stick. I guess you could, you know, beat burglars off with it as well if you wanted to. Don't know how long it would last, being very light, but it is an extremely versatile little tripod. Not one that I grab when I'm at home, because I do have my Really Right stuff tripod and I'd much prefer to use that. But if I was traveling or hiking a long way and I didn't want to take my heavy tripod with me, then this is the one that I grab. You know, it is so light. It's hard to tell you. I don't know what the weight is in it, but man, oh man, it's light. Might say it somewhere, doesn't know. It is just really, really light. I got it on eBay. It was a couple of $100. I think if you're looking for a really, really light tripod and you're willing to put up with a few downsides, i.e. the fact that it's not going to be the most stable platform to shoot off, but it's going to be better than nothing. You know, if you've got a smaller camera, for example, my Fuji X-E1 is light. It's fine on here. My D800 on the other hand with the 70-200 lens or something like that on it, it's just not stable enough. You know, if I had nothing else, this is what I'd use. So there you go. It's the Benro Travel Angel. This one is the C0691 model. Yeah, maybe it'll help you make your decision.